Let's talk about your son. I know you got two kids that are autistic, and you guys went through a pretty nasty vaccine injury. I'd love to talk about that.
Yeah, this one's hard to do without getting emotional, so I'll do what I can here. But basically, my daughter was diagnosed 2015. My son, born easy birth, easy first year roughly. Late 2016. My son's a year and some change old, so there's issues with my pay, medical insurance, and clearance level all at the same time. 4, 5, 6 weeks later, my son goes into his follow-up well check and gets a series of batch vaccines, MMR, a couple other things. And we don't know what we're doing, we're doing the normal, routine, if you will. We go home and we're on the playground with him. This is a couple hours later, and we notice like this quarter-sized birthmark thing coinciding with where the brainstem is. I'm like, that's weird. Have you ever noticed that birthmark before? She's like, no, I don't know what that is. Well, that grew over the next few hours, and then it started swelling his airway. Fast forward maybe 24 hours, full body hemorrhagic shock. What you're watching is your son being in front of you. You're watching the brain having a normal reaction to neuro. It was fighting this thing, and if you look at the positioning on his body, it's pushing it, trying to push it away from core systems that it's trying to protect itself. I showed you some of the pictures. If you haven't seen them yet, you will. That is exactly what happened. Well, what that led to was it closed his airway, back to the hospital, insert a series of violent seizures. Am I going to have to participate in giving my son an invasive airway? Because it's closing off his airway. It looks like I beat him. I'm surprised the cops didn't get involved, to be honest, because he looks like a domestic violence case. Like, he looks like I beat the piss out of him. And that's hard for us to go back and look at, but it did happen. It happened exactly like that. But you're watching in work. The pharmaceutical industry, outside of trauma medication and like surgery, things that need to happen on invasive procedures, I think is just one of the most industries on the planet.
So was he going for like a just routine set of vaccinations?
Yep, routine.